Slow motion entertainment.
What's going on, everybody? It's King Ralph, host of the Stay Up Podcast, founder of AMP, which stands for Always Motivate Myself Positively Daily. Back once again with a brand new episode coming to you live, and the title is My Very First Day of Kindergarten. If you don't know, your boy is finally an educator, and I'm happy to say that I am. But oh my God, let me tell you about my very first day. All right, so been prepping for it all summer, been doing lesson plans, got these PowerPoint presentations, been doing at-bats and practicing with my fellow teachers, been doing kind of well. If I do say so myself, been doing kind of well, but it's a whole different ball game when them kids get in front of you. So the very first day, we jumping on, and they popping in. You hear the ding dong from the Zoom, ding dong. Everybody coming in, and you just see the little faces and everything. And my partner teacher, she had the controls over the Zoom at the time, so I couldn't mute anybody. So it's just like, man, they coming in and they coming with full blown energy. I'm talking about like they had 2 cups of coffee and I had none. So at this point, my heart is like beating through my chest. I'm talking. And I'm just like, oh, snap, they finna eat me alive. But, I had to keep a straight face and just let them know, like, look, I done been here before. Y'all ain't finna come in and run me. It's your first day. We gonna act like this is my 100th day. But, after I got over those nerves, things got a lot better. So we then shifted into our breakout rooms so we can begin going over just a little bit of instruction, not too much. Just basically introducing ourselves and things like that. So get into the breakout room, and I'm all, hey, how you all doing? I'm Mr. Thomas, blah, blah, blah. I'm hungry. Whoa. Okay, I'm just like, I don't know what to say. So then I'm trying to maneuver and mute everybody. Then again, I can't because I don't have control over the whole Zoom room. So I'm just like, what am I gonna do? So it went from I'm hungry to I'm seeing feet in the air, cartwheels going on, people watching TV, people playing the game, people bringing their little baby sisters and brothers into the camera and everything. I'm just like, oh, here we go. I done lost whole control of the classroom. So then I'm texting my partner teacher. I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And finally she comes in and help me put them all on mute. And I'm just like, oof, thank God. But the highlight was, as we went around and had people tell their names, had the students tell their names and talk to the parents, we had a few students that were saying they love kindergarten already. And the only thing I could think of was like, man, you love kindergarten right now. And we're not even physically in the classroom. And myself and my partner teacher, we made you feel like kindergarten is going to be fun on the very first day of virtual learning. I can only imagine the impact that we're going to have throughout the school year, or if we were in, live setting. So that right there just made me feel a whole lot better about everything at that point. Just being real, ideally, virtual learning for kids, I want to say definitely K through, I would even say K through 3. This is not the best for them because for one, they can't really develop any social skills. Our kindergarten babies, they can't read names right now. So, they can't look inside the room and say, hey, I have Ralph in here, or I have Ramik in here. They can't look and see who their classmates or friends are. So that's kind of hard for them. And then like, if you're trying to get them to introduce themselves and speak to each other, they shy, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm in front of this computer. I don't know any of these people. This is kind of weird for me. So I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna speak up. I'm not gonna be able to be myself, be who I really am. And first kind of week, the first week or whatever, it was definitely a struggle to just know that they have to endure this. But at the same time, my partner teacher and I, shout out to my partner teacher. I think I had the best partner teacher in the world. I'm so glad that she's taking me under her wing, under her tutelage, and showing me everything that she knows, because she is amazing. But, we definitely reassured the students and as well as the parents that, like, we all in this together. It's new for everybody. We would much rather be in front of your scholar. We would much rather be able to, reach out and physically touch them, because they want to hug us. They want to talk to their friends. They want to play. They want to do all this, but they just can't right now. And shout out to my school as well, the school that I'm teaching at. We have these different meetings in the morning as to where, we talk about real life scenarios, things that's going on while we aren't in the classroom right now. And they understand these things. So that was also refreshing. So it went from being nervous, having these anxieties, like, oh my God, I'm gonna fail. I don't want to suck as a teacher because I've never done this before. And then my first year doing it, I have to do it virtually. And you have veteran teachers themselves who are kind of like panicking. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? A novice rookie teacher, if the veterans are panicking, what am I gonna do? But that's long since over with. I've actually been a teacher for 8 days, 8 full days. I've been an instructional teacher, and it's going pretty well, and it's only going to get better. The students, they're growing each and every day. I love it. I love the energy that they bring. I know they love my city energy. Our theme song each and every morning is For Real Happy. So for real, shout out to you. That song definitely saves me in the morning. Even if I'm not feeling well, I can cut that on and just see the kids that get to dancing and smiling, and we clapping and dancing on Zoom. It's lit. I can definitely say that it's lit. And also my son, he's doing the virtual thing too. He's in the living room with his teacher, and I can just kind of hear what he has going on in there, and all of the teachers around the world. Shout out to you. I commend you for doing what it is that you do. When I was coming up, I didn't understand that being a teacher, I just looked at teachers as being teachers. I was a knucklehead, and I was bad. I wasn't bad in elementary school, but I was getting active in middle school and high school, most definitely. But, in hindsight, I wasn't looking at teachers as teachers that also have kids of their own. I was just like, this is my teacher. So my mom not around, I'm gonna buck the system a little bit. And now that I am a teacher, and now that I'm in the education field, and I can see what goes on behind the scenes, and all of the energy and all of the time that is put into making sure that we educate these babies as best as we can, as best as we know how, and be as creative as we possibly can. My hats off to you all. And to the teachers that I've terrorized in the past, please forgive me. Please forgive me, because I didn't know how hard it was. And now being a parent and teaching at the exact same time, man, it can be very, very time consuming. Honestly, the job of a teacher is never finished unless it's Saturday, because technically that's going to be the only day of the week that we have to ourselves, a Saturday, unless it's a holiday. And shout out to those holidays. I'm loving these breaks that a brother going to get. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But that was my experience, man. First day, anxiety was super high, super duper scared. I won't even say scared. I was nervous, but now I've come to realize that me being nervous about something, normally I'm going to do good, because every time I've ever had anxiety about something or nervous about something, 9 times out of 10, a week or month or two later, I'm killing the game. I'm doing very, very well, and I continue to excel. So that's a good thing. I no longer have those nerves anymore. I'm getting comfortable in what it is that I do. I know my role, in comparison to my partner teacher. I know how to support her, and she darn sure supports me as best she can. Um, so, parents, I would like to say this though, and just speaking to myself too. The teacher hat is off right now. This strictly for my parents, because parent to parent, we have to put our kids' education first. I know we have these jobs. I know we have personal matters and things that we want to do for ourselves, but at this point in time, teachers need us more than ever. They need our support more than ever. We have to also be a full-time parent and a part-time teacher at home when our children are not on Zoom calls or Microsoft Teams with their teachers, because if they're not getting that same support at the house that they're getting on the Zoom call or the Microsoft Team call, then everything that they're being taught is going to deteriorate after the fact. It has to be constant repetition. It has to be constant practice. That's the only way it's going to stick with them. And it's sad to say and sad to see that what schools have been shut down since what, late February, early March. That's a long time to be out of school. And just think about how far those children have been set back. You know, my son and myself and everyone else within the community of the school that I teach at, we are blessed to have been able to provide tech devices and just support the parents and families as best as we can when there are schools out there that cannot do that. You know, they're just sending home packets and packets of work with no instruction. So, man, parents, we definitely have to step it up. We cannot just be content with, you know, the 4 to 5 hours that our kids are sitting at the computer. And also don't be too harsh on your student, you know, especially if they're young. It's gonna be hard for them to sit down and sit at the computer all day. It's hard for me to do it because I'm used to being up and moving around. But you know, we gotta kind of take that into consideration. We have 5, 6, 7, 8-year-olds at a computer, and we're expecting them to be sitting down all day. No, with no lunch period, with no recess, with no walking through the hallways, no none of that. You know, it's a lot of stuff that we had to take into consideration. You know, this is hard for the kids. There's the social skills that they're supposed to develop in school and learn how to be friends and, you know, learn how to problem solve, learn how to share. Um, you know, all of these different things that you can learn from school, they can't do it right now. So we have to get creative. We have to buckle down. We all have to come together. It takes a village to raise a child. And shout out to my village right now. We are doing what it takes. We're getting it done. And special shout out to my cohort, my classmates. We're killing the game right now. Proud of each and every one of you all. Shout out to my sons. Shout out to Ralph, my oldest, killing the kindergarten game. Makes me feel good when I'm looking at my text messages and getting group chats and his teachers and just different faculty members telling me how much my son is. He's sweet, he's kind, he's everything that he should be, because he did all the innocence that I had, that my kids definitely have that. So, man, I'm just so proud of my boys. My youngest, he's getting big, gonna be a stocky fella, getting big, and his mom's doing an awesome job of holding it down and taking care of him. So, again, shout out to my teachers out there, man. We've made it. I don't know about you all, everybody out there. I'm 2 months in almost. 8 days of full instruction, but thus far we have made it, and we will continue to kick virtual learning's butt. It can only get better from here. You know, as we continue to do it day in and day out, it can only get better from here. I know we're looking forward to the day we can get back in the classroom. I know I am. I always had visions of being in the classroom, you know, being fresh with my little shirt, my towel, whatever it is that I was gonna put on. I always envisioned that happening, but that's not going on right now. No worries though, but because I definitely be fresh on the camera. But that's it for today, everybody. Again, I'm King Ralph. You can follow me on Instagram. That's King with 4 eyes, NGRALPH. Follow me on YouTube. There's gonna be King 4 eyes, RALPH, RALPH. I forgot how I spell my name, but yeah. Stay up there, everybody. Remember to think it, speak it, live it. Peace. Support Black lives. We matter.